Milk. Cheese year anniversary.
I know the ads aren't quite done yet, but hello, hello, hello. I hope everybody is having a fantastic time zone. Harry has a sense of humor. Harry has a sense of humor. Why is this one here? Why this one?
Oh, we aren't dropping. That's new.
No dropping. Ah? Why are we on? Ah? What are you guys doing? And on the other hand, she's just running around. She has like the zoomies right now. She heard me start like setting things up for stream, went, this is unusual, and then ran in the direction of my computer. Made a staircase. You did kind of make a staircase. No, I see your contribution is also a good part of the staircase. It's the part of the staircase that trips people up, and it's just for fun. Yeah, do you want to come here? Actually, She stared at my hand for a moment. Anyways. Hello. The staircase from hell, don't worry. Yeah, it's fine. I just got to see the robotics kids a little before the comp this weekend. My favorite bot, also child for this year, is not looking great. Ooh, the child just wants to be out of high school, which makes sense. They're ready to just go. So finally figured out their name, and I half learned it, and then forgot it back in October. You know what? That happens. It happens. It happens. But today, gonna be super short stream. I'm talking like 2 hours max. We're gonna do a super short stream today. I just wanted to get on and like do 1 or 2 things in the hardcore world to celebrate the fact that today is the 3-year anniversary. Hardcore world is old now. It's old now. Well, I mean, it's old already, but it's older now, and that's weird to think about. It is old now. Super old now. We already went all over the lore. So today we're gonna do some chill stuff. I have 2 plans. 2. Count them 2. 1, we need to add a new floor to the Tower of Achievement, because we have one for year 1, we have one for year 2, so we need one for year 3. Like you. Kinda. I was still in university when you started World 6? You were. Gonna throw off my entire week schedule knowledge. Can't believe it's Sunday day. Every day is Sunday. But it's fine. No, we're gonna do, the floor on the, well, at least most of it. I don't think I have enough quartz for it, which is unfortunate. So we might not finish part of it, but that's fine. I'll finish that off later or on like a different day or off stream or whatever. And then I want to go fishing. I want to go fishing real bad in the video game. So let's hop over here. 2 more years and World 6 would have been 5. Yep. So I have a question for you guys today. World 6, for year 1, we did green. Just plain green for the banners on this floor and the candles and stuff. Year 2, we did purple. We need a color for year 3 so that we can go grab materials and go set this up. What color do we do? What color is a good color for 3 years? Orange? Why orange? I'm not saying no, I'm just curious. Nope. Because for year 1, that was the tree. Year 2, that was when we finished the end. So those 2 colors made sense because green for the overworld tree, purple for the end. Because I like how green, purple, and orange look. That's fair. 3 is pink. All the secondary colors. There's a couple compelling arguments here. I mean, we could do pink, but we didn't do anything with Holly. And so I think maybe we save pink for the year that we finish Holly stuff. We don't have any orange gods. Orange for fire. We could do orange for fire. That would actually be... We have been working in the nether a lot. 3 years and a little bit? No, almost exactly 3 years. Actually, I think technically if you want to get specific about it, I think it is a little bit less than 3 years because I would have started it a little ways into stream. And I would have started stream at 6:30 on Thursdays. Finish off Holly / Unlore. Let's do orange. Let's do orange. So we're gonna need some banners. Let's just take a stack. We're gonna need some banners. We're going to need some handles, and so we're gonna need some orange dye. We're gonna need some signs, and then we're gonna need stone, deep slate, glass, spruce. Good news, everyone? What's the news, Woo? What is the news? Ow. I've been smacked. Sounds like the issue with my laptop is a graphics card issue. Ooh, that's good. Well, I mean, that's bad. That's awful. That's not great. But like, of all the things it could have been, that is way better than it could have been, where it could have been something that just completely fucked you over for forever. Less bad. Yeah, that's probably the better way to say it. It is definitely a less bad issue. Definitely a less bad issue. I don't know how many candles we'll need. I'm just going to assume that 62 is probably going to be enough. And so we're just going to just really quickly just make 62 candles. You know, as one does. We need orange dye, which is luckily infinitely available. I just need some sunflowers, which I know we have some somewhere, but I don't know where they are. Why is there just random orange dye in these? What's happening? What did I do? I'm not gonna question it. I kind of want to question it though. Like, what was I doing? Do you think I would even be able to guess at what I was doing? Actually, I don't like spruce signs for that. Up 5. That's definitely not going to be enough. We're definitely going to need more than that, but that's fine. How do I stop accidentally networking because people make me EP? Well, you stop. You simply cease. Yeah, let's go get the sunflowers. Was a graphic card but a processor for triangles in the color pink? Yep, only the color pink. No other colors. Graphics card does nothing else. Does 0 other things. Awesome, I'm proud of you. You're genuinely capable of becoming an influencer. I mean, yeah, kinda. But Blossom, I wish you good luck. Take care of yourself, do the best that you can for yourself. And when you're tired of dealing with people, simply say, I need to go, and dip. That's generally how you should do it. Why are there so much orange dye in here? We're putting this in here. Did I just dye all the candles? What if I just dyed all of the candles? This will never come back to bite me. It's fine. Okay, we need some sticks. We need some sticks, and then we need some other things. Need some of this. And we need... do I have sticks? That. Glass. Polished. Oh, I know I have polished. Spruce. Spruce? No spruce. We need to get spruce. There's no spruce available. Let's do 2 trees. 2 trees should be enough. I'm not too sincerely upset about it, but it's twice now that a musical artist has known me when I wasn't really meaning to. Hell yeah. But that's a good thing. That's like a happy thing. Maybe not like super convenient, but like that's a good thing. You doing cool stuff, Blossom. And what are you doing? Just got like the zoomies back. She's just staring. She's having a morning. It's evening. She's having a day. Just take extra. Because I never remember how much I actually need. Oh, to be a star. Oh, to be a star where? You could be a star. That money. Okay, let's go cut down a tree. Wait, hold on. Before we do that, I have an idea. I have an idea. Before I go and like spend all my time cutting down trees, we might be in an area with a different build where there might be some trees that we've been cutting down. Maybe I should perhaps check there to see if I have a whole bunch of spruce before I start doing stuff. Perhaps. Maybe. Maybe a little bit. I should check. Oh yes, sorry, I zoned out. That's okay. You're still feeling like icky. Right, Am? I know you said you were sick last stream. Or no, you were talking to me. You were feeling icky. And you're still feeling icky, I think? I saw you tweeting about it. Get plenty of rest. Ring 111. Yee. What'd they say? I have an appointment tomorrow. Good. Good, good. Are you guys trying to eat the black hole again? Stop trying to eat like the things in space that are definitely not edible. There's so much spruce here. We're stealing this. We'll end up coming back to this for other things. This is fine. We'll steal this for now. This is fine. I probably even don't need that much. I'm probably gonna have more than enough with that, so we're just gonna take this. Fun. Don't supernovas just make massive clouds of space gunk? I don't remember how stars work. They're out there and I like them, but I don't know how they work. We're trying to supernova. Why do you want a supernova? Why do you want to explode? Are you gonna blow up and act like you didn't know nobody? You want my rambling about supernovas? Yes. I always want the rambling about space things. If anybody ever has a space thing that they want to ramble about, like, I will listen to it. I will always listen to space rambles. They are so delightful. Oh, we need a flower. Ooh, what flower do you think is year 3? We did a cornflower for year 1, and then a lily of the valley for year 2. I don't want to just do the orange flower for orange. Wither rose? Do you want me to go fight a wither again? Because I don't think I have a wither rose. Oh, I have wither roses. Never mind. Oh, been defeated. You've been defeated by the fact that I hoard things in my ender chest, and then I keep them there forever, and I never let go of them, and then I just have them. We'll go see if I actually have a flower pot, though. The concept of space junk is so fun. Like, what is it? Is it debris from stars? Cool as hell. I mean, there's a couple of ideas. Well, there's a couple of, like, things around space junk. There's space junk that is, just space doing stuff. And then there's actual legitimate space junk that is what humans are putting into space. Which there's a lot. There's a surprising amount of trash in space. That closer. Space is just like me collecting silly things. Yes. Oh, I needed signs. Do I have signs in here? I get signs. Do I have oak? I'd rather have oak signs. I don't have oak. We're gonna go cut down a tree. I am Space Core from Portal. I love the Space Core from Portal. That's, like, hands down my favorite silly little guy. I wanted to become a black hole and able to be truly perceived yet beautiful nonetheless. That's true. I mean, there's lots of really cool stuff in space. Oh, I never fixed this. Do a quick fix. Need this again. We're gonna do this. That was the wrong one. Yeah, this one. Correct? Correct. Want to become a star? Go for it. I meant to hit shift, but I hit enter too early. So do you just like... No. Nope, I don't just like... One of these. And we'll use one of these in order to make a crafting table because I definitely don't have enough crafting tables in my life. And now we're gonna make some stuff. So, we need stone bricks. We need some deep slate bricks. And then we need deep slate tile slabs. And then I'm gonna skip the quartz on top until I can go triple check what I have available. We'll probably start with this side because these are always really obnoxious to do. Just the worst to do. I'm going for it. There's a reason I have star neos. Hell yeah. I believe in you. If there was anybody in the world that I believed could become a star, it's definitely you. I think you could do it. I think you could do whatever you put your mind to. We're gonna need walls. Glass pane. Should have plenty now. So, what we need to do is get rid of this. Anne. What are you doing? He has no idea. Just running around sniffing the couch. Project everything, return to Stardust. This seems eerily similar to the plot of Neon Genesis Evangelion. I just want you guys to know that. I just want that fact to be, like, known. Okay, how many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we did 1, 2, 3, and so we're gonna have the 4 there. Is that what Evangelion is about? No and yes. I don't know how to explain Evangelion to people, but it is that and it is not that, and it is everything all at once. But there is a large premise that is in it about just going back to nothingness. I don't know how to explain it any further than that. We should go 1, 2, 3. And the Megazord from Power Rangers, make it fight multiple Godzillas. Can we have multiple Godzillas? Hold on, wait, no, I have questions about Godzilla lore. Is there, canonically, in some universes, multiple Godzillas? Because I feel like sometimes they talk about, like, multiple Godzillas, and I can never tell if there are actually multiple Godzillas or if I am just a tiny bit insane. Okay, we should be able to do this split. And we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to go up 7. So we've already done 1, 2, 3. One, two. Go up one. No, that's correct. No, it's not. This part's not correct. Isn't Godzilla female and had an egg in one movie? I believe it hatched. I keep getting fascinated by the Shin Godzilla, which is the one where, like, the movie covers Godzilla, like, transforming further and further, and there's a whole bunch of art from the original, like, movie. Like, the plot for, like, the next step of it was to go absolutely fucking insane. If you want to see, go look up the Shin Godzilla stages. There's, like, videos and screenshots of, like, concept art that they did for, like, future evolutions of it. It's fucking insane. It is one of the most insane things I've ever seen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 7, which is just going to be 1 right there. Cool. So that should be as easy as that, and then we'll double check it when we build up around. Should be able to do this. Too close, apparently. 2. Oh. 4. 1, 2, 3. 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. And that should be right. That's correct. We've done this correctly. I understand where I am in the world now. This. Run out of blocks. Godzilla's apparently a name. Yes. Well, the problem is that there's been multiple Godzillas. So the canonicity of any one event in Godzilla is kind of like up for debate depending on like how you deal with it. 1998 American Godzilla had eggs. People tried to prevent the laying and then prevent the hatching and failed. They were laid in Madison Square Garden, which was made into a nest egg and started to hatch near the end / at the end. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, like, there's tons of things that have existed that, like, people will turn around and name real-life creatures after fictional creatures just because, like, it's cool. It's just kind of neat to be like, oh yeah, there was a creature and it was like, we named it after this because it was a piece of media that was well beloved by the scientists. There are, is it a lizard that's named after Smog? Is that what it is? 1, 5, 6. There's like a lizard that's named after Smog from Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Because scientists are nerds. Giant nerds. And they like to name things after media that they like. And that's how it happens. Like, there are tons of things that get named for interesting things. There's some things that also get named for terrible things, and then people have to, many years in the future, turn around and rename creatures because somebody said, this is an appropriate name. It wasn't. It really wasn't. I'm not going to say what it was. I'm sure you can find the articles about it. Orange is a good color. I think orange was the right color for this. Minty, thank you for suggesting orange. Okay. That there. Those there. That one bug? Yes. If you know what it is, do not say anything further. We don't need to talk about it further than that. I think it is okay for things to get renamed and changed as time goes on. Humans are a constantly growing species. Four of the whole bunch of candles. And we figure out, like, well, obviously, like, there are some things that we just know are terrible. But over time, we realize, like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have done this thing, or maybe we shouldn't have said this thing. And then we move on and learn and become better as people. I think that's important. I think it's important to give the space for that kind of change. Not everybody deserves it, but it's nice to see people get to that point. That should be enough. 6 signs should be enough, right? That should be enough. Maybe. Find out. I don't... It should go... We'll do the back side first, because that's the easier side to do. This is the back side. But I hope everybody's had a good week. I am a little bit sad that I'm not done yet with the thing for the year 3 stuff, but I'm really excited about it, so it'll be good to see it actually done. Also, look at that man with that unenchanted? Nope, the chest plate is enchanted. Nothing else is enchanted though. The project will be cool when it's done. It is not worth rushing through it. But I think it's important to celebrate things, and this hardcore world making it to 3,000 days and me having over 1,000 hours in the world is, I think, enough of a reason to celebrate it. So many things have happened during the span of this hardcore world, and I will probably never get over how many things have happened. You want burger? Get burger. Burger. Have burger. Achieve burger. Once again zoned out. Boyga. Nope, my brain just started saying the Ouija board. I've had that like stuck in my head for like a week. I showed my parents that too. I think that's the best part, is I showed my parents that video and they laughed very hard at it. Ouija board. You know, the Ouija board that you have to get from your local witch and or vegan. Need to go down one. Woo, why are you doing Skyrim? Hey Woo, are we in Skyrim now? I saw somebody talking about playing Skyrim in another Discord, and they were super confused. They were playing modded Skyrim and got really confused when they started up the game, and their character was driving the cart. It wasn't the character was in the back of the cart, character was driving the cart. And they're like, how did I get here? It'd be 6. That's right? Counting again. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. Yeah. So it's technically a floor size of 8, but the top floor is deep slate. Also add time. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. I'm just placing down glass. I had the best karage noodles. Ooh, karage. I just want good food. I'm thinking about getting pho for dinner today because it's been like kind of like cozy. It's been a little bit warmer today, but like it's still good pho weather. It's still good pho weather. It's 2 degrees Celsius here. It's trying to, what is the conversion? It's slightly warmer than that here. Well, it's definitely much more than slightly warm. What is the temperature? Nine. It's 9. 9 degrees Celsius. For those that speak American, it's 49 degrees. 49 degrees. Wait, we should be able to do this. It's not like super warm, but it's like definitely like still a nice temperature for pho. I don't know if I'm crazy for this, or I don't know like how many other people feel this way about pho, but like once it's over a certain temperature, eating pho is no longer fun. Summertime, I do not eat any pho. It's too hot. Unless it's a nice rainy day in the summer, then I will eat pho. But pho is like my fall winter food of choice. Since it's a bit chilly, but I have a slight fever. Eating hot food is no longer fun after 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Except for, and I stand by this, burgers and pizza. I will eat burgers and pizza any time of year, all around. Don't care. Could be freezing, could be way too hot. I will still eat it. I will eat so much of it. I just don't particularly like pho. Have you had the ones that are glorified chicken noodle soup? Because I like those ones a lot more sometimes. I like the glorified chicken noodle soup pho. They make a lot of it up here because it's very appealing to people that aren't particularly familiar with all the different things that they can put in pho. I just like it when I'm feeling ill. It's essentially just better chicken noodle soup. Plus I get extra onions. Pop doot. Pop doot time. Calling you a lowborn. Hold on. I'm not calling you the Dragonborn. I'm calling you a lowborn Stormcloak. You ever seen anybody put fruit in pho? Was that thunder? Why is the hardcore world trying to kill me today? A video game? What you doing? Seems an interesting concept. I mean, I can understand maybe putting some fruit in some, but I don't know if it would fit for all. 3 years is enough. Maybe. Maybe the hardcore world is done. Maybe it wants to do something else for now. Trying to ask Anne to come over to put it out of its misery. Alright, so the way that we do this is it lines up with... See where that line... Okay. It should line up with the top of the stone bricks right there. So we need to just go up here. Hi, Namiko. How are you? Go ahead and this there. And then we'll run up this and we'll jump onto it so I don't have to just like try to bridge around for this. Cat question. So afraid of Woo's questions. Doing alright, how about you? I'm doing the best I can. I am happy that the hardcore world is older, but also I live in constant fear. And Anne was running around the stream room earlier, and by stream room I mean my office. And she looked like she wanted to murder the hardcore world. Why is the lightning right there? Why is the... Why? Why are you there? Fries and onion rings or just one? What else are you getting, Woo? So, do you know you are cool and awesome and I appreciate you very, very much? Icy. Icy, did you know that you are also very cool? Pun intended. Or burger? What kind of burger? World 6 was a true delight. Stop saying it past tense. It's still a delight. It's not going to end today. It may be trying, but it's not going to take me out. I can't say burger normally now. I just want to say burger. Man, I miss Yahoo Answers. Not because it was a particularly wonderful site. I just miss Yahoo Answers for the very unhinged things that people would ask them. Hi, T. It was chaos. It was so delightful, though. Like, I know that, like, Quora has, like, stepped up to be that, but it's not the same. Happy birthday, World 6. Old. Very old now. Very much old. I live in fear of it ending, but it has been a wild time so far. Grilled black forest, honey ham, smoked bacon, sauteed onions and mushrooms, cheddar and Swiss with leafy greens, likely of a peppery variety. Fries. And only fries. If you were having a much simpler burger, I would say either both or get the onion rings, but because you're having a more complex sandwich in general, I'd say stick with a simple side. And also, onion rings tend to be a lot greasier, and you have enough stuff going on. Hey streamer, do you have a Discord? No. Apparently not. Did I leave it as like my command? Nope, Nightbot was just slow. Nightbot went, Howlin' at the Moon? Yes. Did you know that the first time I heard that song, I did not know that it was an MLP song? Because I only knew it in the context of a Homestuck song. Would you like to know this? Because now you know this. I knew it only as a Homestuck thing. How? It managed to flow so far down without touching anything. From celebrating my first birthday completely alone with a cheese stream that made me sob to getting my first job to getting a place that is the most mental security I've ever had, this stream in this Minecraft world has been here for me, regardless of how much I wanted to terraform. It's been a consistent place to help me de-stress and also share in silly and meaningful conversations. I know it sounds silly when I talk about never missing a stream, but this place has become such a beautiful place that you've cultivated and built brick by brick, rat by rat. I'm gonna cry. And I will forever be thankful for you. Happy birthday, World 6. I'm gonna cry. Stop it. Why would you do this? I hate you. I hate all of you. I don't hate a single one of you. You're all very wonderful, and that this community means just as much to me as it does to you, even though I'm sure it doesn't always feel like it's the same back and forth. Miss the first message? Oh god. I'm making these both, your and the 3 years of my 3 years a little better. I can't read. Both your 3 years and my 3 years a little better, as I've watched this world grow from just a couple spawn chunks and a resignation to have a quick death turn into a massive airports and a beautiful community to support it. So lucky to have gotten to watch this, I'm crying, and grow with it, because I have grown so much from Launcher Room Minty, who didn't have anyone to talk to and was scared to even send a message in chat. I'm gonna cry. I'm crying already. Why would you why would you do this to me? Oh no, the typo, you're fine. Oh no. I'm gonna cry a whole bunch today, aren't I? I'm gonna keep crying off stream. I'm so worried about this world dying. I was thinking about this yesterday and I was like, oh my god, if this world dies, I will not like perish, but I'm definitely gonna have a stream cry today is very true. I've cried more than once today.
Silly block game.
I cry over silly block game all the time. I cry over silly block game all the time. It's such a silly little game and it means so much to me. I think about it a lot. Old Minecraft to Minecraft now, things that I've done in the past and the place that I am at now. It's been such a weird game and it's gone so far. Minty, did you do this on purpose to make me cry? I would not blame you. Okay. Any of this. Oh. Got too many materials. Thank you for everything, Trader, especially behind the scenes recently. Of course. That. Here, so I have a new PC I want to build and guess the price. Is it 69? If it's anything 69, I will laugh so hard. Not this far. So I put candles in front of that one. 4, 1, 2, 2, and then 3's right there. Did I do the same thing over here? I did. Oh my god, I copied it almost the same. Cool, so we're gonna do the same thing we did before, which means I actually need the flower pot. Year 3 is going to go right here. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Namco, thank you so very much.
Happy 3 years. Thank you, Trader, for doing the thing and putting a smile on our faces. I'm so proud of you, Trado 10 love.
Oh. No, I'm gonna cry more. You guys are too sweet. To quote Phil, I am just playing silly block game. I'm not doing anything that impressive. You guys bring so much good energy and good times to the stream. I keep forgetting how to count. Please excuse me while I try to remember how counting works. This stream is as much your place as it is mine, and I appreciate all of the time that you guys have put into being here and all the things that you guys have created for this. I was talking about this, I think yesterday, the animatics and other things that you guys have created over the years. Like, all of it has been so wonderful. I have to look back at some of your messages now. I've been friends for 3.5 years almost. Happy friendiversary. Thanks, Am. I was doing a bunch of tax stuff today. The amount of time number 16 came up was not insignificant. Fantastic, that is wonderful. When I first saw you on Elaine's hosting list, wow, that feature's been gone for so long, I knew nothing beyond a pretty box where you were building and washing rocks. Both the world and my life have grown so much since that day, and I can't express the impact that you've had on me, Trader. So I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Fuck, I missed my anniversary. I'm sorry, T. Plan on having 128 gigabytes of... why do you need that much RAM? I need actually to buy more RAM. I need more RAM. Plan on having 128 gigabytes of RAM, 2 GPUs, that's a lot. One 4090 and another 2080 Ti plus 24 gigabytes HDD and 8 terabytes SSD plus room for more. You are nuts. That's gonna be so expensive, Abe. 7.5K? Abe's insane. Anyways. Oh yeah, you helped me make my first animatic finally. Listen, there have been so many animatics. There's ones that you've done, Minty. There's Clover's. There's been other little things that people have made and like little pieces of art that people have made. And I just want you to know that like even if you don't see me ramble about them constantly, like I just hold them. I just like take them and I hold them and I keep them in my heart. And then I think about them sometimes and I'm just so happy about them. I'm just so happy about them. I will never let you fuckers forget how much all of you mean to me. You know what? That's so fair. The world is so crazy and so hectic, and I think having a space like this one where it's just a community having a nice time, doing lovely things, and leaving some space for each other to feel all sorts of things, I think is incredibly important. Truly. I really do. I keep forgetting what I did. We did start... You're 3 reached, and then we'll do... Why did I do this? I didn't even put an inspirational quote. I just said something, something, something. Inspiration quote, because I couldn't spell quote on there, and then just wrote another one. Okay. So let's do shenanigans again. World 6 started. 23, 21. Year 3 reached. 2-23-4. Yet this one just says stopping. Yet another inspirational quote. Nope, fuck it, it stays. Plus sobbing. Rats. Hold on, I got that. There we go. There we go. There you go. What? That's for you guys. Quats never die. No. World 6 has meant a lot to me too, and it's like insane thinking about the number of things that have happened from 3 years ago to today. Like the number of things I did and the number of things that I wanted to do and like where we are now, none of it makes any sense. None of it makes any sense.
Ratio plus World 6 is old plus you didn't fall off plus your mum.
I didn't fall off. That is very true. There was no falling off. It's these corners. I knew I was missing something. Ta-da. Bald. I'm not bald. Year 3. Now let's go do my favorite thing. Let's go fishing. Let us Go fishing. Especially since it's raining, which means it'll be good fishing time. My pumpkin game gets an update next week and I'm so excited. They still have the pumpkin bennett, by the way. Oh my god, do they actually? Hi? Okay. That's not okay. Way over here? You're not Chai. There's Chai. Hi. Beloved fish. Absolutely beloved fish. You know what I really want to do? This is really stupid of me to want to do this. You know how I have the aquarium area that I've been working on? I think I've decided upon a new idea for the project. I think I've decided upon a new idea for the project that involves spreadsheets. And yes, I understand that that's already insane and a little bit silly, but I have an idea. Because you can get... Hold on, we're talking about fish in Minecraft for a second. So in Minecraft, there's a couple of different bodies of tropical fish that exist. And then amongst that, there's some like standard colors that you get. And then if there's not the normal colors, then they show up in a variety of like sets of colors. And those are super rare to get, and they're super rare to get in a number of different colors. What if we make it a project to get every color of tropical fish? So like I set up the spreadsheet, make sure that we get all the standard ones, and then get all the non-standard colors. What if we do that? Is that insane? Yes, but I think it could be a nice long-term goal of like, we're going around doing something and then I spot a fish that we don't have the color of and I just stick it in a bucket. And we take it back to the thing. Because if you don't know what I'm talking about, and it's not finished, so don't take this as like this thing is very much finished and we can use it right now, because it's very much not, because I am just hopping between projects right now because I don't know how to sit down and sit still and only do... Hi, Abe. We'll go look at Stan in a second. But I don't know how to sit still. So I started this and then we never finished it. I want to finish it. So this whole area... There's an Enderman right there. Also, there's a skeleton here. Who like failed to hit me. That was kind of impressive. But we have this, and these are all flooded. I think they're all flooded all the way down. Yeah, they're all flooded all the way down. So we could go through and just fill up these areas with all of the colorful fish. All of the colorful fish. Like, this is a ton of space for it. We still need to do some decoration and stuff in here as well. But we could fill it with all of the fish. And because they're not like, there's no way for them to get out, they shouldn't be able to suffocate and die. And we can definitely make sure that like anything that I'm building in here, like on this side, this kind of stuff, is made with the intent that the thing cannot die. So I think we could make a really relatively safe thing and actually get this thing to work. And I think we do it. I think we do it. I'm gonna set up the things. I'm gonna set up everything. I'm gonna set up everything, I think, to do that. Your message will highlight that it's your first time chatting. You can skip this for now and introduce yourself anytime within the first week of visiting this channel. Hi, Abe. How are you? New account. Took longer because email wasn't working, so I had to use a number. Abe. Silly. I think we'll add that as a goal to work on during this whole next year. I guess in year 4? Yeah, because this is going to be year 4. We'll work on this during the entirety of year 4 and we'll see how far we get. I'll set up the spreadsheets tonight and then we will start like marking things off. Maybe we'll do a couple days of fishing trips. Or do like some extra like running around and doing stuff. And Icy, I hate to break it to you, but maybe we'll also combine some axolotl breeding in this. We might work on the axolotl stuff because I still really want a blue axolotl. Really want a blue axolotl. Like, desperately want a blue axolotl. Also not important, but I want to amend something I said in chat at previous stream. Co-host team is okay, not creeps. It's not immune to misinformation. See, I was gonna look into that further, Tastic. So I don't know how many of you know about the Unfuck Your Dashboard extension that exists for Tumblr. When I went onto Tumblr after the last stream, I saw a message from the developer that maintains it. Hi, Llama. I saw a message from them about, like, how they felt about the project and how they weren't going to continue on with the project, and they were going to just, abandon it. And then at the bottom, they had linked to a co-host, and I was like, okay, hold on. This person that has taken a moral stand... Hold on, we're gonna shaders him. This person that's taken a moral stand against everything that's happened with, like, the Tumblr CEO and the whole situation. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Hold on. Actually, I'm gonna stop this one. Because it's gonna glitch a little bit. It crashed. We're gonna see what happens. Ooh. The launcher doesn't want to open right now. There it goes. I don't like that it's also it's also like battle cry. I'm scared. It's probably fine. What the worst that it can do is it'll jump me back and my inventory might be a little bit screwy. That's like the worst that can happen. Also, really quickly, I need to hide that for just a moment. If Clover isn't here for Terraform, I will be spamming them. No. It happens sometimes with shaders. First of all, no, guys, we're fine. With the shaders, sometimes they get a little bit angry. They get just a little tiny bit angry and they go, no. No. Don't want to work. I'm fine, oh my. Stop saying you're fine, don't jinx it. It's fine. Are we gonna load in? See, we're fine. We're fine. Inventory is fine. Everything is fine. Every now and then when I turn on shaders, it just gets a little bit upset. What do you have? Am I adopting another piglin child? Hold on. We're adopting a new child. Hold on. Egg 2. How do we do it? Hold on. Come on. Go. The boat goes there. Do I have any gold in my inventory? Any gold on me? Do gold carrots count? Do they like gold carrots? I'm not throwing down golden apples. You like gold carrots? Yes, you do. Come here. Come here. Come here. Here. Oh, no, you have that now. You don't want an egg? That's rude. How are you not in the boat? How are you not in the boat? Here. You're just too strong. Oh, there you go. Have another one. There you go. That's yours now. Ow. We're leaving. Nope. Enchanted sword. That motherfucker has an enchanted sword. And I'm wearing elytra. We're fine. Put them somewhere. Figure it out. Okay. Totem, we'll figure it out. We're gonna go back to the overworld first. Heartbeat too fast? You know, year 3. Year 3's over. Where did I put them? I have that one. Right there, purple. Bop. 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 Portable. Could have been worse. Blood Moon rises for you, the hour arrives. Does it? But that's like... Hold on, let's be... I'm keeping this egg for forever. 1 minute in, yeah, year 3 the next minute. Well, that's it for 1/6 the year 3 celebration. No, we're fine. We're not dying. Despite what you guys think, we're not gonna die from that. Also, we're gonna go put this egg inside the house. Because I think this is the only egg from that chicken that we've gotten that's been in the hands of a piglin. I think that child is an omen of death. Affectionate. Ooh, then what name do we give them? Also, can we talk about the fact that I think the end song is playing right now? Did the playlist want me to die? I think the playlist wanted... How nice would it be for Terraform to happen on the exact number of years? I don't want it. I don't want it. Andy, like getting someone's car via bribes and then getting murdered. Perry said battle cry and then end. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Now let's think about this. Okay, so if you don't know any of the lore, I'm not going back into the Nether right now because I don't feel like risking my hardcore world again. Nether. I almost forgot everything. My brain blanked out for a second. Stan is technically a merchant god. So we have Stan, we have Egg, who is the god of diners, drive-ins, and dives, which is just Guy Fieri but a pig. And then we have no, because what's the guard one? Oh my god.
By proxy, did I almost end World 6?
Yes. You're fine, Am. It's fine. Things like that happen all the time. Oh god, what is the guard one? What is the guard pig? We named him. What if I go back in there? Hold on. Wait, I want to go look at him again. Guy Ferrero. No. Getting fired. No. Fine. I think I might have figured out the problem. That probably didn't help. Just pointing that out. Sid! Sid's the guard guy. So I'd say more like Sid is... Okay, because I want to make it make sense. We have breakfast foods. We've already decided that Egg is also in charge of in Project Stronghold, the area that's like the dining hall. Sid is security. Or like for hire, like mercenaries. So what would be another omen of death or like death related thing that you would end up paying for? What would you pay for that would almost kill you? Funerals?
Sid is one of my cats.
Pickles? Sid is one of your cats too. No, I'm not gonna name them Phoebe. They have to be breakfast food? No. You call the other one... No, I already read that one. Funeral might be an interesting one. Ooh, hold on, wait. I have a good silly name that kind of leads into it. I have a good name. I think you guys will agree that this is a good name, and then we're gonna go fish very calmly after this. We're gonna go fish so very calmly after this. I think that's a good name. I think that's a good name. Regardless of what we do, I think the funeral business might be an interesting one to put in there. Because it did almost kill me. Technically did kill me. We're not going to talk about that. But I think our new pig is called Mort. One day I'm going to have to move all those piglins over to the build, and I'm not looking forward to it. And I don't know why I'm keeping more piglins that now I have to move over there. Anyways, we're going fishing now. We're gonna go fishing now. Now that I've almost died on the 3-year anniversary and almost didn't make it, we're gonna go fishing. Rain forgot mortuary and went Mortadella. No, not Mortadella. Is it wrong to be in love with rats? No, rats are very neat. Do not light things on fire, Brain. That's the fish.
Egg and Mort Funeral Home in Delhi.
Egg. I had one that was like a really nice one. Insane. Oh, it's this one. Going fishing. There's so many Endermen everywhere in this world. They really are just everywhere. They are truly all over the place. And there you go. Now we go nice fishing time. Hello, welcome to the hardcore world. I didn't almost die. I didn't almost die. Nothing happened. We're going fishing. We're going fishing. I like fishing in the hardcore world.
Hello, Twader and Rats. No cursed fact today unless you ask. But I wanted to share Lorcana released a new series today, and I pulled 2 enchanted cards that is roughly 300 to 350 in value together, and I'm so happy.
That's cool. I'm proud of you. I almost died in the video game. Just thought you'd like to know. Don't do that. I won't. I hope you're having fun with the cards, though. Yeah, and it was Am's fault. That's my official word. It's not the fact that I forgot to turn on hostile mob noises again. Definitely has nothing to do with that. Definitely has 0 things to do with that. Speaking of Am, where's Anne? She's asleep on the cat bed over there. I'm not gonna pick her up. She's over there though. Gonna let her rest. Am's fault? No, Am has never done anything wrong. Am can commit 1 or 2 crimes. So can Anne, although most of her crimes involve trying to get into things that she should not get into. Can I get that in writing? No. Sorry. Anyways, do the rats want goldfish? The rats want goldfish while I go fishing? Did I just get another... Gay goldfish. Have some gay goldfish. Have some goldfish. I forgot how to breathe. Okay, we're back. Have more. Oh no. Happy Pride or something? Mm-hmm. Happy Pride. I missed that one too. I should probably be focusing more intently on the bobber. One day there will be fish. Here, we'll sit like this. Diversity win. The fish you were eating are gay. No, okay, so unironically,
Domino's cheese breadsticks.
those are delicious. Unironically, the gay goldfish, because all of the colors are done with like plant-based like extract and stuff. Fucking delicious. They are better than normal goldfish. Make dinner now. Be ratty rats for Zippo beloved. Have a good time zone. We're not gonna stream for too much longer. We're just gonna hang out and fish. They are though. It's better. They're better. They're better. The gay goldfish, better.
Goldfish was released in 1958.
That seems sooner than I thought. I don't know why my brain was assuming goldfish were like super old. Weren't the goldfish invented because the guy wanted to make something for his wife and she was a Pisces? Wasn't that what happened? You mind finishing what you were saying about the co-host, Deb moving to co-host? I'm still very curious. Well, I was just like, oh god. Oh, thank you for giving this up. The dev for the Unfuck Your Dashboard, which undoes a lot of the updates that Tumblr has done, has been like an absolute godsend. They linked to their own co-host account. I didn't get to look into it further because I was busy, but I was like really curious because you had said stuff about like all this stuff about the co-host people, but then this person that at this point had been like very like, yeah, no, I don't feel comfortable on Tumblr anymore, was moving over to co-host and like actively posting on co-host and like saying like tons of great things about the platform on their own page, because I went through and clicked on it and like read through some of what's over there on their own co-host. I was like, don't know, feels a little bit weird that this person would move over to a website that could be just as bad or worse. So I wanted to do more research into it, but I didn't get the chance to. But I definitely want to go look further into like some of the back and forth. I've been like trying to keep an eye on the Tumblr CEO's blog. I know he put out a post today trying to say like all the stuff that he's done in support of trans people and like all this stuff, and I was like, he's definitely doing the PR move. If you're curious what I found out, the new things I found out, I can DM you because it's long. Please definitely do. I guess we're playing ads now. Ooh, why are we playing ads on the shortest stream I am doing this month? Possibly even this year. I can't even run it from this browser. It's not even a browser. I can't run it from the thing and the stuff and the, you know? Grab that bag? Okay, I'll grab the bag. Commercial. If you're here and you're wondering what's about to happen, you're about to have ads. I'm very sorry. I will see you in 2 minutes. Bye. I'm sorry. No, but I'd love to hear more about what's going on with it, because like that kind of stuff is like super important to figure out. Because like no tech CEO is blameless or like completely like innocent of being kind of scummy. Like I feel like if you're a CEO at that point, like you gotta have done something at some point, and it's good to be aware of what people have done and keep them accountable if they say that they've changed, because it's only really when you see change in action that it means something. A lot of people will say like, I'm gonna take some time, like every time like YouTubers get canceled, like I'm talking about like Colleen Ballinger, Jake Paul, all these people, they always like say I'm gonna take this time to like step back from social media and learn and stuff like that. But unless they like come forward after that and like actively show that they did legitimate self-reflection and have changed and grown, they it's not always worth it, but it's worth being aware of stuff. I fell for a trans misogyny,
We
but
had a
there's still
company
some
meet
sus
today.
connections.
Our
Yeah.
CEO is making us join our team GPT. We now have to talk about AI in our one-on-ones.
What about AI? Because if you just have a conversation about how it's like really bad, does that count as a good conversation about AI? No, I was in the bookstore the other day. I got a book. I told you about this last stream because I went yesterday. I'm remembering days and stuff. So I went to the bookstore and I did like, because there's a section of like computer-based books, which I just stare at every now and then. There's a whole shelf now for AI. And there's so many books on that shelf that are like nonsense, nothing books. And like I understand there's a lot to talk about with AI, including like a lot of like ethics conversations that a lot of people can have about like AI and everything that it's doing. But there's a lot of people that jump on the trend of writing books for the sake of writing a book on a subject and getting their name out there and being involved in the conversation, and therefore setting themselves up as like an expert in the like subject matter, which they're not. There's a lot of like very dumb computer books out there. There's like very few like internet computer based books that I'm actually like, this is a good book that tells me information that is actually helpful. And I feel like having a ton of conversations about AI, especially because your CEO really likes AI from what I understand. So if the feedback comes that like all of these like team members are having like negative opinions about AI, it's not going to be like a great conversation. It's not going to be a great conversation. The CEO is probably going to be like, that's stupid. Why are you guys being like that? Grabbed a spider by accident. Now my hand is gross. I hate it here. Can I go back to non-existence? Nope, you gotta exist. Gotta exist and have good food. That's the point. I hope the burger is good though, Woo. It's a very good burger. Hi Sleepy, I hope you're doing well. Also, Tastic, don't feel too bad about falling for stuff like that. This goes for everybody. In this day and age, not just because of AI, but because of the way that the internet is, take care to double check everything that you're reading. Take care to double check opinions from anybody that you listen to. This includes me. Do not exclude anyone from this unless this is a huge asterisk, they are a leading expert in the field that they are talking about. And you know that because there's other accreditations that you already know about them. Double check literally everything. Treat everything like Thor describes it as treat everything like it's April Fool's Day. And I really do think that that is a good mindset to have when it comes to some of the stuff that's happening with the internet. There's a lot that's happening. AI is making it worse. Treat everything like it's fake. Because even if people are well-meaning and they're like, well, we want to have these resources out there. I was looking at like stock images for something that I wanted to do. Because I just needed like a quick reference photo, and I just wanted to like have one that I could quickly pull up. But every time I clicked into these websites were these very mundane things that I was looking at. Like these were not complicated things that I was looking at. AI generated. 3 out of 5 of them were AI generated. 3 out of 5 of them. These were not complicated images. These were not complicated things. But they were AI generated images because why not? People are going, well, I can make it do this, so I'm gonna make it do this. And it's terrifying that that's what it's coming to. He also said how we use AI is going to impact how successful our one-on-ones go in the future, meaning if I don't use it, it could hinder me getting promoted in the future. What if you just use it to get the worst possible results and then talk about how it's not actually helpful? Also, I don't know, because in your line of work, I don't see how it could be especially helpful. Yeah, I can't grow oranges, so I'm not worried. That's fair, Star. That's incredibly fair. It can't grow oranges, you're probably safe. TBH, we use AI every day, just not ChatGPT. Yeah. And like I've said before, I know that like all the AI stuff is like, there's a lot of like, this can change the world, it's going to be like a negative impact, etc., etc. I want to also emphasize that AI as a tool can happen. AI is a very useful tool for people to use, can happen, and will happen. But we're not there. For a lot of use cases that people want to use it for, in which case it could actually smooth things out, it's not completely there yet. And you're starting to see some of it where they're taking it into, what was the example that's come up before? I need to verify if this is true or not, but I've heard it enough times that I'm like fairly certain that at least some of this is credible. Spider-Man movie. They used AI processing to do the most boring, mundane parts of what they were doing for the art. For some of the outlining stuff that they needed to do in the actual art. Not complicated, it wasn't like the main part of the art, it wasn't the entire art, it just did the process that is a tedious step for people to do over and over and over. That's a good use of it. If it takes like some of the boring parts and like the parts that are not useful to you, or like the parts that are like extremely slowing down processes, if it improves the workflow and does not like overall like take over the entirety of the process, I think that's fine. Also, I got 2 of these in a row. Why are these so good? What's happening? And I think AI used as like prompts, like to help artists think of things or writers think of things, like I think that's a good use of it, just as like a stepping stone. It should never be used for the final product, but for a stepping stone to get an artist to the next step, I think that's fine. As long as there's a sufficient amount of transformation and creative energy that goes into the piece beyond the AI, I think it would be incredibly helpful. I know we've talked about AI a lot before in the past as well. I used ChatGPT the other day to explain vision to me in Minecraft terms. It genuinely did help me stay engaged and remember certain things for my tests. Like, I don't think people should use it to create their essays for them or like use for the final product, but it can be helpful. Exactly. It's not... I think what people are trying to do is make the AI get to the final step and be the final step for all of this stuff. And it should be in the middle. And there's some parts of AI that need to change. I don't know if you guys saw, a couple days ago, ChatGPT got poisoned and was posting nonsense when people would ask it. Like, repetitive phrases kept coming out of it. It did, the best I can call it is Spanglish. Even then it wasn't really sensical, but it was just like, it was just saying things. It didn't know what it was doing. It was just sputtering out words at people when they were trying to like ask questions. There's a lot of important things that need to change with the way that we are treating AI and the way that we're dealing with AI. I think AI art or like AI like reproducers of art can work if and only if the artist consents and are compensated for their art being used in the training data. Those are the only times that I think AI art is ever ethical. And even then, it should be for a very specific use case, and it shouldn't be like they can like use it to go like really far and beyond. Like, there have to be like guidelines in place, and the communities and possibly even governments will step in and start probably like saying their own pieces about what they want to be in there and what they don't want to be in there. Piercing. Excuse me? Why is this fishing rod so godlike? We're gonna switch fishing rods. That's an insane fishing rod. I fished that up. Thought that was a book for a second? No, that's a fishing rod. I hope you get a mending book. I hope I don't. Hope I don't. I hope I don't. Hi. Hi, Woo. I think I took your RNG. I'm so sorry. The bucket would be funny. I'd feel so bad for Grian. He put so much effort into that room to pray to the gods for a mending book. I think he's accidentally made a fishing religion. Which I think the longer it goes before he gets a mending book, the more like insane it can go, and I think I like that. I think we also need to change the fact that we're calling it AI, and I know that is a harder push, but calling it an artificial assistant or something, because it really is not an artificial intelligence. Yes, it is 2 million monkeys, but instead of typewriters, they are giving pre-made newspapers and scissors with glue. Yes. Yes. Incredibly true, Minty. What we are calling AI right now is definitely, I don't know how to phrase this correctly. It's a step above the algorithms that we have grown up knowing for such a long time. But it isn't to the point of actual intelligence. And I know there was that thing that happened with like that Google AI where like the person testing it was like, this is sentient. It's not. It's not. It was pulling from a whole bunch of data that it could use to pretend that it was sentient. A whole bunch of them. Wasn't actually sentient at all. I am getting so many things. That's insane. He has, which is why we need to not get a mending book. The harder he looks for it, the more he can't get it. I enjoy the AI tools in Photoshop and Lightroom. They're very helpful. The ones in Lightroom rescue photos with AI denoise, and Photoshop helps make thumbnails for videos better. There's definitely some use cases there of like figuring out what you need to do or what might look nice, or like just like some interesting things that you can do. Again, I want more people to think about it like the denoise in particular. I think is a good one because it isn't like the AI is making something brand new. It's just able to interpret things that, like, yeah, a human could look at it and be like, I know how this needs to be, but the AI is able to sit there and like get rid of that problem like much faster than a human could in a process that would take a ton of time if a human tried to do it by hand. Like, that's a fantastic use of AI. Fantastic for creative purposes because that's so much effort that doesn't need to be spent on like removing noise from something. You can like just be like, okay, I need this section, I need it to be denoised, I've fixed it, it's better, everything is done, like done, I'm good. Would literally take days to do by hand. That's what I'm saying. Like the same thing with like the outlining thing that came from like the Spider-Man movie. It's just a really long process. They weren't removing from like the complete creative process. They were getting rid of the most tedious step that would have hindered them. And that's a fantastic use of it. For making thumbnails for videos better, that one's a little bit more iffy, but that's because I'm thinking more about like, where is it pulling that data from? Like, what's it pulling from? Like, where is it getting the information of like, this is better, this is worse, like all of that. That's a little bit more in the gray area at the current moment. Again, once people start doing things like actually making more ethical, like, data sets for things. Normally we use it to better copy things in an image. That might be fine. That might be fine. Works better than content aware. It is kind of just the next set of content aware. Because content aware can get absolutely cursed. If you do things wrong with content aware, I've seen it go absolutely insane. Like, people will do it on purpose, but I've also just seen it go like absolutely buck wild insane. Just because somebody's pressed a button and they've been like, I made a monster. I made a monster out of this. And I think that's actually kind of funny. Again, data sets and using it as a tool. That's really all I want. And that's why I want people to realize as well. If I get this, I have to like step away and like go empty my pockets. It's like if there's a title graphic on a wall and we don't want it, we can ask the AI to remove it very easily and it'll copy the wall. Oh, that's a really good use because that's just again, that's something that I've seen and I've literally watched people do by hand. Like, you can do it by hand, but it is such like an annoying process. It's so annoying. Clone stamp. It is the clone stamp, but it's like streamlining that process so you don't have to like sit there and deal with like fiddling with all the edges to make sure that it actually looks nicely. I've done it. I've seen people do it. It's the most annoying process. Okay, we have to go inside. Up. Up. Hello. Piercing. Bows go here. That's mine. Extra fishing rods. Take this one with us. I'm gonna be saddles. Oh. And we'll keep the fish in my inventory. There you go. I like when people use AI to make really uncanny art, mixing it with other mediums. That I think is real neat. Yeah, because it's just like they're adding another step to it. They're making it, they're using AI as a stepping stool, not as the end result. Or if they're using it as the end result, they're doing it in such an interestingly transformative way. I put my photos into Dream AI before. It looks very cool. Dream AI used to be horrifying. Is it too late at night for you to order pizza? I'm not ordering pizza. It's not that late, but I'm getting pho after stream, so I don't wanna get pizza tonight. I'm getting pho tonight. Also finished up a little write-up and DM'd it to you. Read at your leisure, and also like when you're in a good headspace, because some stuff is fucked up. That's fair. That's fair. It's been an interesting day on the internet. Did you guys see that Vice is shutting down its website portion? Like they're getting rid of their like website. Basically. Just more stuff that keeps happening. Weird. Vice.com will no longer be publishing stuff. They're going to be focusing on their social media stuff. And they're cutting hundreds of jobs. It's another layoff. It's another layoff. Another one. Odd move? Nope. It makes a lot of sense. There's a ton of other platforms that are already doing stuff that makes it super easy for Vice to host their media and publish things and be more of a studio rather than their own like entire company that does platform plus studio. If they cut out all the other stuff that they were doing, focus on the studio part, cut down a whole bunch of staff, makes a ton of sense. Is it incredibly dumb? Yes. It's incredibly dumb. I'm gonna fight the internet. So I think we talked about this before, about the way that like the current internet is from the way that the internet was when I was younger. When I was younger, a lot of the stuff on the internet was you go look for forums, you go look for websites, you go look for those communities and where they exist on the internet, and where they existed on the internet wasn't all of the same websites. There was no like, even if it existed, like Reddit wasn't the major thing. Like you didn't go to that website, then look for a subreddit and then like find that community there. You were looking for completely different websites hosted all across the internet, and you would find them sometimes by being in one forum, looking for some information and seeing someone link to another website and going like through that deep dive into those corners of the internet. Bring back forums. I know, it's so good. But the difference now is that everybody wants to exist on the popular websites. So Twitter, Reddit, Tumblr, YouTube, Instagram, like all of, like you will remember the big platforms, and then within that you find people finding ways to cultivate smaller communities there instead of having their own space. So it makes sense that Vice, which kind of started more in the older period of like you have your own space and then you like share out to other things or like expand out your reach, but you have your own like home base, is saying, well, that's not what media is doing. Media is about being on all these platforms and sharing all this stuff and getting out there and creating those communities across those websites. And they are going to be different communities on every website. There will be overlap, obviously, like maybe one person from Tumblr also watches the YouTube, also looks at the Twitter account. But it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same as the old forums and the way that that community existed, and it kind of just perpetuated itself. Because you would find them elsewhere. Like people would go to other niche areas and be like, well, I'm also interested in this thing. Do you have more resources about it? Here's this website. You'd share like that. And that doesn't exist anymore. So many of these companies feel like they are just compacting themselves in the same basket as all the other people.
Criminal activities, even.
Nighttime. Compacting themselves in the same basket as all the other people and really hoping the person carrying the basket and swinging it around like crazy doesn't kill them all. Yeah. Like, I know enough social media people. I get really concerned when I start hearing whispers about platforms doing more layoffs. Because if YouTube or Twitch or all of these other like live streaming platforms go down, that's people's whole livelihoods evaporated from the internet. Like, there's no coming back from that. Like, there's no way for people to come back from that. Legitimately. I'm considering just making my website a blog too and just posting things there. Like, if you want tastic content, go to website. I'm having the problem of like, I've stopped touching a lot of social media in general. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, because Tumblr is obviously an issue, but I like the Tumblr idea. I don't want to be on Twitter for obvious reasons. And I can't find a good middle ground for like, do I want to just set up my own website and like deal with that stuff there, which I've done before in the past. It wouldn't have been the first time I've MySpace is the only answer. MySpace, the true social media that has survived through everything, even though currently at this moment I think it is almost entirely musical artists. I think that's what they pivoted to, is it's all musical artists. But hey, it's still out there. It survived somehow. Tumblr in concept, not in practice. Yeah. Email chains. I'll just make a newsletter for you guys, and I'll update you every week about the schedule and stuff. How does that sound? I'm not gonna do that. Email newsletters and RSS feeds, please. RSS feeds I do like a whole bunch. I don't think I should be in charge of a newsletter for a community. I think it would turn into nonsense. I would pay for Trado 10 newsletter. No. Going back to chat rooms, AOL, Prodigy, IRC. On one hand, I kind of want that stuff to come back. On the other, I kind of hate those and like what they did to people. You gotta find like that weird middle ground of like, no, we're not going to Amino. Amino can burn in fire. We're setting Amino off to the side. Amino can just shoved over there. It's fine. It's fine. I miss IRC. Also, fuck IRC. No, that's true. That's true. That's just true. I hate email newsletters so much because it ends up causing so much spam for me now. I only sign up for newsletters I legitimately want. I signed up for Philip DeFranco, who I've talked about watching for a very long time, has a Daily Dip newsletter, and I will go read that one periodically to go read up on some of the new stuff that he's also talked about in the videos, because sometimes he'll touch on slightly different topics or like expand more on some of the details they didn't cover in the show on some things, and like that kind of stuff. I like that. That's a good newsletter. That's a worthwhile newsletter. Every other newsletter, not as useful. Sometimes I sign up for newsletters from like notebook journal creators, because I'll go to their websites and I'll want to see if they release new stuff, and I'll sign up for newsletters to basically get notified of a whole bunch of stuff. But it's different, and they're obviously like, it's just like marketing, selling more. It's not like here's actual like information, here's not anything interesting, it's just here's more marketing, and I don't like that. I was tempted to message you the other day saying, do you want email pen pals instead of messaging on Discord? No, I think that's fair. Although email is also a problem as well. Not like a huge one, but it is interesting to see how email can cause problems if you're not deleting stuff. So this is your reminder to go through and purge your emails. And if you're like me and you don't do it, maybe think about purging some of it. Just like a little bit of it. Just purge some of it. And unsubscribe from stuff if you can. Do your best to unsubscribe from things and try to reduce the amount of like emails that are being sent to your email. My dad has a group of friends he emails with regularly where they just update each other on their lives and stuff. I do think that is cute. And what was the point of that?
I have 28,000 unread emails.
Hi, Gay Mama. I am. A lot happened right there. I heard that though. Go purge your emails. Anne woke up and chose violence and scratched the back of the couch almost immediately. So I think she heard the email thing too. I'll clean my email every time I check it, but I need to go through my older ones and finish purging. Yeah. It's worth getting rid of some of that, like, that bullshit that's just, like, sitting there. Check my emails very regularly. I don't, which is why I'm giving this reminder to everybody, because I constantly have the problem of I don't want to look at my email. Not because it's, like, awful and terrible and I hate it, but because email is just fundamentally, like, painful when it comes to, like, business things, and I hate it. It's just a lot of answering questions and not trying to not say, like, hey, asshole, I said this thing, like, 2 emails ago. But, like, saying it in the nicest terms possible, which is, per my previous email, I've included this file here already. If that file does not work, allow me to resend it to you. I've sent so many emails like that. Last year I had around 2,000. I got it down to 600 before my brain imploded, and it sits around 700-ish. That's fair time. I need to share the funniest fucking email interaction I had with the client. Oh no, I'm excited. People are just bad. Corporate and, like, business emails are the worst. I don't understand corporate etiquette. Like, I get it and I know how to speak it, but I don't understand. I don't understand why we do the things we do. Why is it like that? Anyways, goldfish. Goldfish for the fishing. Corporate shit is the worst. It can die. Yes. Emails from coders are pretty bad. Sometimes. I really liked seeing emails from, because I'm not an engineer. Like, I don't do coding. I don't do any sort of dev work. I'm not that. But I liked seeing emails between engineers where it's just very funny to me. It's just very immediately funny to me. Wow, mending. Because they don't say a lot of nonsense. They get straight to the point. Most of the time. Oh, I need to turn off Patreon emails? Yeah, I turned those off forever ago because they kept spamming and clogging up stuff. Although it was really funny to, like, every couple months get the email from the Homestuck Patreon being like, you are not going to be forced to pay for Homestuck Patreon stuff. And I was like, that's good because I shouldn't be. Because they've been on hiatus for, like, 6 months. That's how I want them to be. No, the no-nonsense emails are a lot nicer, and I try to be very straight to the point whenever I email people, but, like, I don't want to say it's like you have to, but there is, like, some sort of, like, etiquette that you have to follow with how you do some emails. Met guy at con, essentially someone's dad, wants to be drawn as Yorkie dog. I say, cool, he pays me up front. I email him after the con with specific questions. His response, just more pictures of Yorkie dogs. No text. My email was like 100 words asking for more info. Clearly organized and easy to read. No, only Yorkies. Only Yorkies. Only Yorkies. Infinite Yorkies. The answer is Yorkie. Just add more Yorkies. Human beings are so fucking bad at communication. Well, I think some of this stems from, and I know that this has been said before, probably by some news source, which is interestingly weird. IRL communication has become harder, and online communication has so many layers of etiquette that sometimes it's really easy to trip over yourself. Like, because there's corporate email etiquette, there is, like, the way that you can behave on a website like tumblr.com, the ways that you can behave, like, between, like, so many different areas of the internet. Like, there's a lot of, like, not rituals, but almost like rituals around, like, how you have to interact with people. And, like, for the most part, if you did just, like, say hi to somebody, like, hi, here's my question, bye, that covers most of it. But, like, when people get really uppity and, like, they want, like, a certain number of, like, etiquette rules met. Like, when I was working at Twitch, there would often be times where people would jump through the etiquette hoops of saying hi, how are you, how is everything over on your side of, like, I dealt with a lot of people that were international, so I'd like catch up for a minute and then they'd ask the question, which is fine, and I don't mind having those conversations with people, especially with like the people that I didn't get to see very often or were in faraway offices. But sometimes I was like knee deep in work and I didn't have time for that conversation, and I just needed to have the hi, nice to talk to you again. Here's this thing that we're doing. Can you provide this thing for us? Conversation. But because of like other rules that we've made up for ourselves, we like bog ourselves down and like here's all the rules of etiquette of how you have to behave with people. There's a time and place for some, like small talk is like fine. Some places, sometimes, but it's not always. Old complaint that the young can't write letters. The old people can't write emails despite being electronic letters. They really can't sometimes. I know something so sweet that happened today. Lady that delivered a package. I heard Carmen barking and left her a little biscuit with the package. Oh, I love... Okay, hold on. People that do delivery are so sweet because so many of them have... Sorry. The Metro was texting me to tell me that there's construction happening this weekend. There's a lot of like them that like just have like dog biscuits in their pockets to give to all the dogs. I like them so much. We got none of that. Legit email I've gotten. Where the fuck is the thing I asked for? So do you deal with more engineering type or like developer, like dev types? Because I find that that's generally them because they want to like solve the problem quickly. Whereas like advertising, marketing, sales, people that deal with people try to jump through all the hoops first. And that's usually where I end up in work, like in offices. That's generally the kinds of jobs that I end up in. So there's all the social etiquette. But I'm not that kind of person. I'm much more like an engineer minded. Like I've been friends with a lot of people that got engineering degrees. I know a lot of engineers in my extended family. I have that mindset, but I work in other parts, so I get very frustrated. I get extremely frustrated. Engineers and physicists mostly, yeah. Not the kind of people that I ended up working with. It's really weird. It's really weird. But see, that's like another like example of like all the weird hoops that happen. And it all depends on where you are. So all the online communication has become like mired in like, well, you have to know how to unlock the secrets in order to talk to Dave from marketing and get what you need as quickly as possible, because if you ask one too many questions, Dave is going to go on a rant about this thing that he saw 3 weeks ago and there's nothing you can do about it. Carmen likes my mail guy, Dave. If she's outside when Dave comes up, she gets so wiggly and runs up to him. Aw, that's cute. I'd say if you put two people in a room / house, they will communicate even if they do not share a language. We'll find ways to communicate no matter what. However, we have made our rules of communications and also base level entry so annoyingly difficult that people get burnt out in communication quicker or have breakdowns in communication. See, that's the problem that I'm finding. Because of all the online rules and people spending a lot more time online, which does have an impact on your ability to talk in real life. That's just true. That's just true, because you'll bring that etiquette from online into the offline world, and that does end up causing some breakdowns in communication. Like people that I had an easy time talking to in messages online would come into my office on a trip or whatever and visit, and I would not be able to talk to them effectively because they talked different IRL than they did online, and I was better versed in how to talk to them online than IRL. It's a settling period. You learn how to communicate with people, but you actually have to put in the effort. And I think that's another thing, is that sometimes people don't want to like take the steps to put in the effort to do the communication. It's all a lot. It's a lot of like, we need to be good people to each other and like take care of each other. Another one. Nope, the wrong thing. Where do I put this one? I'm running out of space to put the lily pads. What do we do with the lily pads? I think this is a good shape. I don't think we should make this one much bigger. Where do we put the next lily pad cluster? Do we just start making like a lily pad hopping course through the water? Reach that? No. Put it there. And then we can just make big ones. What if we one day just covered this in a whole bunch of lily pads? Like from here you jump to like over here and then over here and then across and up and down and all over the place. Extending back around the dock. Ooh, maybe. Hey, wait. What if we did make it go like that way? And kept it around like the coast? We can make that one. Just silly little thing. I fried my brain with taxes today. Taxes are taxes. That's a great sentence we got there. Taxes are taxes. Taxes are really annoying. I wish that we made them more simple for people. Also blink. Like, there's other countries where it isn't like this fun guessing game of like, if you get the taxes wrong, the taxes man comes to like attack you. They're like, hi, so unless you have complicated taxes, here they are, we've done them for you. I hate TurboTax. It is very bad. QuickBooks sucks, tried it today, garbage, do not. There's a lot of like other like software and like services out there that are free that can do your taxes, and I'm not saying that like TurboTax has done anything to make sure that you can't find them, but TurboTax has done a lot of things to make sure that you can't find those tools, because TurboTax wants your money. I think they've actually like lobbied about some of the stuff, because there's free resources to help you do your taxes online for free. Very free. Extremely free. Incredibly free. But instead, TurboTax made sure that they were absolutely necessary for everything ever. Yes, fuck TurboTax for lobbying the government to keep themselves needed. Yup. Pretty much. Did my sister's taxes. I'm so glad they were simpler than mine. Yeah. I have a small business. I IK what tools to use, so I just use TurboTax. Gonna try to find an alternative this year. I wish you luck. Intuit can burn in hell. Yeah, they're not fantastic. They're useful, and like you can get a lot of stuff done with them, but they're not the best. If you made less than 45k, there's a free site that you can find on the IRS's site. Yes. And there's still free resources out there to help you do your taxes regardless. Tons of free resources out there. Also, I'm just remembering the anime dating sim tax game. Don't use stuff like that, but it was funny that it happened. It was extremely funny that it happened. It was incredibly funny that it happened. Don't use stuff like that. Generally, probably not legal to use, but it's incredibly funny. It was so funny. Tried to do my taxes today, but when I tried to download my W-2 company website was like, teehee, actually it doesn't exist, IDK bro. Send them a message time because they should have had your W-2 done in January. Your W-2 should have been in the system in, I think the latest, like, that they're supposed to is, like, early February. Generally, they're supposed to have W-2s done in January. When it comes to state taxes, check your state's tax page because stuff sometimes there is a state tax filer that's free regardless of how much you make. That's true. Make sure that you're looking into that. I forget about it a lot because I live in Washington. I don't pay state tax. Well, I pay state tax, but not in taxes. There's no forms to file. There are no forms to file. I just pay tax and buy expensive groceries. That's just a normal fishing rod. We have no state income tax. It's nice. You don't have to think about the forms. I dread moving to a different state. If I ever do, I dread it because the taxes are gonna fuck up my brain. I'm gonna be miserable the entire time. It's gonna be horrific. Lily pad. Lily pad. Or lily pad. Oh my god, I could also make like a lily pad path over to that. Hello, I'm back. Burger was splendid. Adding mushrooms onto pork and onions was good. Ooh. Ooh. Good. Good, good, good. Hello. Paid TurboTax too much to do my state income taxes. Kind of worth it for federal, but BS fees for state. Yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of fees. Why do I have so many things in my inventory? This fishing rod really said, do you want any fish? You can have a couple, but we're gonna give you like every special item you can have. I can't even hold that. Bending book next? I haven't gotten a lot of books. Unfortunately. Those can go there. These can go there. These can go there. Post. Oh. I'm gonna stick these in here. We'll keep that. We'll keep the Nautilus shells as well. Actually, how many times have I fished? Where's the fish? Does it show up in normal things? Distance? Fish caught. But I've definitely gotten mending books at some point. I also... How many... I have fished less in the 3-year-old hardcore world than Grian in Hermitcraft. Maybe I need to fish more. Hypothetically, how does one get possessed by the sea? I don't know. Hi, Bans. I hope you're having a good time. 9 hypothetically, actually. I don't think you should want to be possessed by the sea. I think maybe you should not want to be possessed by the sea. Why not? Because you are your own person and you should be in charge of your actions and not the ocean. Is that a baby drowned with a Nautilus shell? You're dancing, bro. My Nautilus shell now. But ocean? No. Consider consensual possession. No. It's insider. Insider. How to get possessed by the ocean? Wouldn't you have to find an... Wait, how do you... Hold on. Because you can get possessed by a ghost, right? So you could get possessed by the spirit of the ocean, right? How do you ask the spirit of the ocean to possess you? No, you can't get possessed by ghosts. All the horror movies are lying to me. The answer is you go to the water and then let it take you. That is drowning. That is drowning. That's true. Your body might get harmed doing that. You could drown. Yeah, but that sounds like it would make my clothes wet and uncomfortable. Yet don't go to the ocean and go stand in it and be like, possess me, ocean. Don't do that. Don't actually do that. Don't do that. I don't know how you would otherwise get possessed by the ocean. Oh, but it's daytime again. Oh, and it's supposed to be the end of stream. I think this is probably actually a good spot to stop. So many fish. I have so many fish. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. Oh, ads are playing. Oh no, ads aren't gonna play. Ha, snooze. Ah, no ads. No ads. You could eat a conch shell, but you have to eat it all like an apple though. I hate that thought so much. No ads. No ads time. End of stream time. End of stream time. We go through the sheep pen. We escape into the out. Eventually, somehow. Some way. I lost. I Lucifer. But 3 years in the hardcore world. We're gonna keep doing things. I'm gonna go set up the spreadsheets in order to do the aquarium. because I think that'll be really cool to do, and I really want to make it happen. So we'll get working on that. We're gonna get projects done. We're gonna finish Project Stronghold this year. I swear to God, if I don't, I will go insane. I will go very insane. I will go so insane. But I appreciate all of you for being here. I appreciate all of you that have been here from the start of World 6. I appreciate all of you that have shown up in the middle of World 6. Doesn't matter how long you've been here. If you're a part of this community, you've had a great impact on me and other people in this community. I just want you to know that. Minty, I'm not gonna die. We already had a near-death experience today. I'm gonna go eat soup. I'm gonna go eat soup. I'm gonna have some really good soup. And I'm not gonna die in the video game. And we will do the proper year 3 celebration next week sometime. I will warn you before the stream day that it is year 3 stuff that is more or less lore. You will have a warning. You will know. Don't worry. No, I'm not gonna die. But until then, take care of yourselves, drink water, eat food, do everything you gotta do to take care of yourselves. Take your meds, eat food, all that. Can you please? No. Getting rolls? What do you mean rolls? Like egg rolls? What do you mean rolls? I'm gay. Hi, Ether.
Comfort streamer. Trato 10 love.
Hi, Clover. Don't worry, Clover. I didn't die today while you weren't here. We just got real close. Like the ones in rice wrappers? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways. Minty sent me a totem pop. Nothing happened. It's all good. Anyways, have a good time zone, everybody. I'll see you on Sunday, because today is Friday, and I don't know what day it is anymore because I streamed on not a stream day. But have a good time zone. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
On nights your mares. Ether is stinky. Milk. Trato 10 bald.